Hello. This may seem a strange place to start a video on synthesizers, but in fact I'm here in the middle of the Hertfordshire countryside at Museum Studios to have a look at some of the world's best loved synthesizers. Come with me. Right. Well, here we are inside the Museum Studios and I'm with its owner, Martin Newcomb. Martin, how long has the studio been running?
The studio's been running for about 4 years now.
Right. Yeah.
It did start off as a museum, but I found that more and more people wanted to actually do recordings down here, and it evolved.
Yes, I can imagine, yeah. Well, the equipment here is absolutely stunning. It really is. Can you tell us, I mean, this is a Moog, I recognise this. Can you tell us something about it?
Yes, this is the Moog 55.
Right.
This progressed from the earlier Moogs, the 3 series which had the 901s.
Yeah.
This has the 921s, which are more stable oscillators.
Right, okay.
And generally speaking, it's just better built.
Yeah, yeah. So, the Polyfusion, this looks quite similar to the one over there, the Moog that we've just looked at actually.
Yeah, well, so the story goes, Alan Pearce and Ron Folkman, who used to work with Moog, got a little bit frustrated with the way things were progressing, and they decided to form their own company, basing their designs on the Moog idea, basically improving it in many different ways. It's a far more stable machine than the Moog. Yes, that's right. It started about 1975, they started producing these.
Oh, right. Yeah. They're fascinating looking instruments. It must be so heavy because it's made out of some sort of stove enamelled metal case.
It is, it is.
Yeah,
it is made of metal as opposed to the wood.
Yeah, yeah. So are there any main differences on here between this and the Moog? I can see we've got a selection of little switches down here.
That's right. The main difference is on the oscillators, for instance, you can actually select the pitch with push button. This is a very good idea because with the Moog you've got a selector switch that you've got to go through from 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, but on here you can jump from 2 to sort of the 250 with one push of the finger. It's a far better idea. Yeah. So this is an old friend of mine. This is the ARC 2600. Can you tell me something about this one, Martin? Yes, well, this is one of the more portable modulars, designed in 1970 when it first came out. It's like a whole studio really. You've got all the different aspects from preamp right the way through to the amplifier there. Yes. Yes, I remember going to one of the first seminars on these, and it was quite fascinating because people just didn't know what they were. They had no idea. It's something so new. No, well, it came out at around about the same time as, say, the Mini Moog. Yeah. But obviously this looks far more scientific. Oh, it does indeed, yeah. It wasn't sort of designed especially for musicians when you first look at it. It can be very off-putting, but it's like a lot of these synths though, once you find out the basics of how to actually sort of string the sound together. Then, exactly, yeah. Stevie Wonder used one of these, didn't he, for a long time. That's right. Yeah, yeah. One thing I remember about it, it's got today's size of jack socket on it. Some of the old Moogs and the Polyfusion, as you showed us before, had the large standard jacks. Yeah, the 1/4 inch jacks. Yes, this is far better size to use actually. You can get your fingers in there quite neatly. Well, that's right. Obviously, if this had 1/4 inch jacks, the actual unit itself would have had to have been twice the size. Indeed, yeah. So you've got all that bulk for the amount of synthesizing power. That's right. Yeah. So, Roland System 700. Tell me more, please. Right, it was made in about 1977, 1978. It had the added advantage to work on all the other modular systems that had come out before it. As you can see, it's got just about everything. It certainly has. You've got sample and holds, ring mods,